Creating a silk bracelet. Silk is one of the strongest and most valuable fibers in the world. In your study of Asia, it is important to appreciate the beauty and history that silk has played in Asia. Today, we will be focusing on how to create a silk bracelet using a silk hankie. The materials that you will need are a cardboard piece measuring about 8 inches in length, yarn to warp the cardboard loom, tape, a needle, and a silk hankie. First, you will need to cut 6 notches, equally spaced, on both ends of your cardboard loom. Next, you will wrap the cardboard loom with your warp yarn. I use a bamboo yarn warp because bamboo is also native to Asia, but any tightly spun yarn will do. To keep the warp tight, tape the back pieces. This will also make it easier to remove at the end. Now that your loom is ready, you will need to prepare your silk. Silk is an extremely strong fiber. You will need only 1 silk hankie to make a bracelet. To start stretching a silk hankie, first you need to push a hole into the center of the hankie. Gripping the edges of the hole, you will start to stretch the fiber outwards. Now that I have stretched my silk hankie to make a nice silk thread, I can start to weave. Now my silk thread is not all consistent, which will make the bracelet have more character with the interaction of thick and thin yarn. First, I need to thread my needle, and I normally tie one end of my thread to the needle so it doesn't fall off as I am weaving. To weave, I go over one thread and under the next, over and under until I get to the other side. I pull my yarn all the way through, leaving just a little on the other side. Now I'm going to do the opposite, going the other direction. Where I went over, I am now going to go under. I do this rotation of over under until I run out of weaving space. Now it is time for me to remove my bracelet. I do this by cutting my loom threads in the back of the loom. When I remove my yarn from the loom, I tie an overhand knot to complete my silk bracelet.